Alright, MrSotko here, and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 replay cast. Today it's a 1 vs 1 on Twisted Meadows between our blue orc player, Grubby, and up top our red human player, Sinfinite. And it's going to be a pretty long replay this time. I think it's about 37 minutes. So there may be some 2x gameplay in here if it gets a little bit stale, which happens from time to time. Usually not so much with Warcraft, but once in a while you'll get that. Gonna be an Archmage for Sinfinite. And we'll be disrupted a little bit by a early grunt from a Grubby. And Grubby's gonna go Fire Lord first. And no Blade Master start this time around. And Sinfinite gets disrupted in the sense that didn't bring the militia over to the Rock Golem camp, as human normally do. So we'll see how that works out for Grubby this game. Fire Lord lava spawns first. And Sinfinite trying to get down this lava spawn. Lava spawn pretty weak in the beginning until it starts to split. Grubby dealing with a whole mess of footmen now, and pretty low on that Fire Lord. We'll have to get it out of there soon. And who will lose a unit first? Both sides with no experience. There goes the Water Elemental. Lava Spawn about to split, and gets it just before the split. And Voodoo Lounge now up for Grubby. Picks up all the necessary reagents. And Lava Spawn splits. Now the footmen run for now. Grunt also pretty low. And so we'll see if Grubby decides to go Incinerate or Soul Burn, which I always like to call Scorch just because it has the same logo or the same thumbnail as World of Warcraft Scorch. Which I played this game way before World of Warcraft, so I should call it Soulburn and not Scorch. But I guess I played too much WoW back in the day and got used to it.
We're under attack!
And Grubby will be proxy creeping a Knoll camp with a couple lava spawns, and which is pretty interesting here. Gonna actually split one of the spawns. And now 3 on that Knoll. And Archmage in a bit of trouble. Grubby does not have that scroll of speed needed to get this Archmage, but looks like the lava spawns take out the Archmage. And most of the lava spawns despawn. And now the footmen running for the hills randomly. Trying to get away from that Fire Lord for now. Now level 2 Fire Lord. And we'll see if he has Incinerate or Soul Burn. And actually went with Incinerate. So no silence and damage over time. And Incinerate's such a fun skill to use, though. And love to stack that damage and the explosions. And Militia in the center there would be a good target. Grubby will have to TP out of here, getting completely surrounded with that Fire Lord. And there goes the TP now. And Archmage still with only, I think, 1 kill, just 1 lava spawn at 42 experience. And the Fire Lord nearly level 2.5. Barracks, second barracks on the way, and gonna be going with Berserker Strength for his grunts. So not going Bestiary right away. Just Berserker Strength grunts. So interesting strategy so far from Grubby. Don't see this all the time, especially Fire Lord start. And gonna be a Fire Lord for Sinfinite. So it's gonna fight fire with fire. Unintended.
Research complete.
And now the attack on Grubby's base will begin. And Sinfinite just going to welcome him all the way into the gold line. And peons begin to repair, but can't really get around to this burrow here, so definitely going to lose this one here pretty quickly.
We're under attack.
And has a pretty good surround on this burrow, so should last for quite a while, but the peons, excellent targets here for the footmen and heroes. Same time, going to go after a second burrow. And a demolisher out for Grubby, and these burrows looking pretty grim here. And definitely going to lose that one on the left. Now the center burrow may fall, and he will be way, way oversupply if this burrow falls. And it does, only one burrow left. And Grubby in trouble for sure here.
We're under attack.
And he will lose that remaining burrow, and I think that is the most burrows I have ever seen Grubby or maybe any orc lose. Grubby attack on the top side of the human base, and couple bodies laying around, but not too much done there. Nearly level 3. And Demolisher will scroll speed away. And Grunt's now with 800 health and that additional 3 damage.
We're under attack.
Will be able to hold up quite well. And Grubby stacking that incinerate damage on the other Fire Lord. And Grunt smacked down a peasant real quick there. And these Grunts really gotta make it out of here soon, or he will start losing these quickly. And at 36 over 10, definitely can't really afford to be losing any at the moment. Has 6 salves though, so as soon as they get out of there, he will be able to heal those up. No problem. And almost kills a footman with 5 health left. Fire Lord and Grunts escape. No salves going out just yet.
We're under attack.
And footmen chasing after the weak demolishers here. We'll have to take down this footman real quick. Not going to be a problem. I'm going to get level 3 out of it. And there go the healing salves on all the units, including the Fire Lord. Fails to get this Grunt though. And a little low, 300 health. And Sinfinite on the chase here. We'll get the Voodoo Lounge triple burrows coming up here to replace the lost ones. But that is a lot of building time, a lot of lumber lost as well. Not too much going on there. And away they go back to work. We'll be fortunate to have quite a bit of lumber though left over. And one Grunt going towards Sinfinite base. Meanwhile, the main attack at Grubby's base. And Incinerate stacking on a footman.
Work complete.
Grunt's trying to take down these units, but way too many footmen. Hard to get around them.
We're under attack.
And the Demolishers running for their lives. Fire Lord in a bit of trouble here for Sinfinite. And Demolishers nearly take out that Fire Lord.
Our town is under attack. We're under attack.
A lava spawn split now. Potion heals up the opposing Fire Lord just fine, but the Incinerate from Grubby stacking there pretty quickly and decides just to stop the attack. Lots of low health footmen here will explode. And with Incinerate, Grubby could stand to use a Gloves of Haste for sure. Always a good thing to have. On an Incinerate Fire Lord.
Our town is under attack.
And I can't imagine Sinfinite actually going Soulburn as well, as there's really nothing to silence. and would temporarily silence Grubby's Firelord for creating lava spawns, but that wouldn't really do all that much good.
We're under attack!
And Sinfinite's hero's really low scroll of healing, of regeneration rather. It is two separate things going down on the human army.
We're under attack!
Oh, Grubby just chasing after one footman here, and footman may try to commit creep suicide, and decides against that. And Demolisher is still running from the human army.
Vengeance for Surgi.
And now Troll Headhunter's coming up, Spirit Lodge in the back of the base. Grubby's Firelord, level 3, nearly level 4. And Sinfinite will go after the Knoll over to Seer Camp, and does not have Incinerate.
We're under attack! Vengeance for Surgi.
And Grubby going after the Knoll over Seer Camp as well. And looks like Sinfinites will fall first, so we'll see what item drops. A Ring of Selling for Sinfinite. And Grubby gonna hope for a slightly better item than that. And Gloves of Haste, and that is exactly what he needs. Of course, Claws of Attack are always good as well, but to stack that Incinerate damage and beat that attack speed.
Work complete.
And Force Troll Warlord Camp will fall next. Firelord taking all of the damage here, getting pretty low. We'll have to back up just a moment. And looks like Incinerate off for the time being, as I did not see it stack. Now has Scourge Bone Chimes.
We're under
So have a little bit of life stealing on his army. And Sinfinite could have Incinerate off, but I think he might have went Soulburn. But I don't think that's going to be a good choice for him to go. Now level 5 Firelord. And would stop the ultimate of Grubby's Firelord. So that may be what he is going for. And no, did get Incinerate, so just now turned it on.
We're under attack!
The Incinerate versus Incinerate army. And so there are going to be explosions all over the place here. And Shaman's now out for Grubby. But lots of Spellbreakers on the field, so really aren't going to be bloodlusting much of anything. And we'll be using them to dispel away the water elementals, but Bloodlust will just end up giving his opponent Bloodlust. And now a level 3 and a level 3 versus Grubby's level 5. And Grubby's Firelord in a little bit of trouble there, slowed temporarily, and healing up that Voodoo Lounge. Now Grubby will have to salve up, fire some Shaman in the back, but not a lot to defend the base here. Pretty much just using his Firelord and a Demolisher, as the Shamans don't do too much at this point.
Earth and fire, heed my call.
And Grubby's Firelord nearly level 6. Voodoo Lounge still being pummeled down and being repaired up, and now Incinerate on the peons, taking them out very quickly.
Storm, earth, and fire, heed my call.
And now going after the Spellbreakers, but Incinerate not working too well on spell immune units. But needs to take them out regardless. Now level 6 on the Firelord. And we'll see if he went super volcano action. Or not. Could have just went level 3 Incinerate instead. But with no soul burn on the opposing Fire Lord yet, not that we know of, wouldn't be any cancellation of that.
Ready to work.
And Null Camp goes down for Sinfinite, not going to provide too much there.
Vengeance for Surgeon. Ready to work.
Patrol Headhunters out. 3,200 left in the gold mine.
Vengeance for Surgeon.
Have to start expanding soon for both players. And Sinfinite stealing Bloodlust, the Ogre Magi Camp, a Ring of Regeneration, and Tome of Agility.
Ready to work. Research complete. Research complete.
And Lava Spawn with a lightning shield on it, doing big damage here to the peasants, forcing them all to scatter. Now the human army getting pretty big here. Lava Spawn left for dead here, and the peasant line will split, but not going to last too long here. Priest trying to dispel that away. And now Town Portal trying to go right on top of Grubby, perhaps, and it does. And splits Grubby's army up quite a bit. They're going to lose a shaman over it, but not too big of a deal. Gets out with plenty of time. And now Berserker upgrade on the way for the Troll Headhunters. And Voodoo Lounge almost complete. Waiting on that. And doesn't look like an expansion is coming here soon. And looks like they will need that pretty soon as well. There's 2,500 left or so in the gold mines. Quite a bit less for Grubby. And Rock Golem Camp for Sinfinite. Over Warrior Camp. Rock Golem Camp, rather, I mean, either way, it includes them. See what draws for Sinfinite. And Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3 and a Potion of Invulnerability. And now Grubby at the Ogre Magi Camp. Manual of Health drops for the Fire Lord. And Claws of Attack +9. So that will be really nice to have. Gloves of Haste and Claws of Attack +9. Grubby really couldn't ask for better items at this point. Pretty much getting exactly what he needs to make for a pretty op Fire Lord. Hasn't crept that much though, so really doesn't have a lot of items, but the ones that he does have, pretty good. And Lightning Shield's coming down from the Shaman. And gotta force that Priest forward a little bit there and try and do some damage, but doesn't really work out too well. And the Incinerate stacking on these casters here, taking them out really quickly. And now the Fire Lord in trouble. Have to back up. Has a Potion of Healing, though. And a Watchtower there forces away some units.
Our town is
Shaman
under
caught on the
attack.
wrong side of the battle. An expansion coming up for Sinfinite on the top left there. A tiny Great Hall in the hands of Grubby's Fire Lord, ready to expand as well. And Barracks in a lot of trouble here. Need a little bit more repairing than that going on. And when is Grubby going to defend himself? barracks will go down, leaving him with just one. Well, Berserkers do build pretty quickly, rather train, either way, however you want to put it. So only one really is needed.
Vengeance for Sultan.
And so many Spellbreakers sort of soft counters the Incinerate ability of the Fire Lord, only really working on the casters and heroes. Of course, the Lava Spawn works on as well. And Berserker's taking a lot of damage from the melee.
Our whole mine has
These
collapsed.
Spellbreakers, or melee, I suppose. You can get in trouble for saying melee the wrong way. Everybody always freaks out about that word. It's melee, not melee. Well, yeah, I suppose so.
Vengeance for Sultan.
And Grubby gonna go down and place the tiny Great Hall. Needs to place it sooner than later. He only has 522 gold left. And we'll plop that down and likely head back to the battle. 5 peons on the way to start mining.
We're under attack.
You know, the other barracks is in trouble. We'll have to rebuild a barracks if that goes down. And that'll set him pretty far back. And it will go down. Troll Regeneration not going to finish. And did not get the cancellation on the upgrade.
We're under attack.
And now a level 7 Fire Lord. Another Voodoo Lounge coming up in the backside of Grubby's base. And Grubby's Fire Lord getting pretty strong here. Now level 7, nearly level 8. And Fire Lord taking a heap of damage there. All the units focusing down. And puts Sinfinite in a little bit of trouble there. All the units chase the Fire Lord, take a bit of extra damage. And another Spellbreaker falls. And Grubby's army starting to thin out quite a bit here. Troll Berserkers not being created anymore. No barracks left. And back at the human base, the Arcane Sanctum still going strong here. And the human base now starting some towers at the expansion.
Work complete. We're under attack. Ready to work.
And Grubby now sporting those level 3 lava spawns. One of them heading towards the human base. Arcane Vault being created just outside of Grubby's territory.
Ready to work.
And Grubby at this point definitely needs another barracks, as the Spirit Lodge is just not cutting it. Shaman's good for dispelling away the water elementals and the lava spawns of Sinfinite, but other than that, not doing a whole lot. And now level 8 Fire Lord for Grubby, and a lumber mill being created back at the expansion, and Arcane Vault nearly completed. And now Sinfinite will use the Arcane Vault. Doesn't really need to so much. Could use a Scroll of Regeneration, maybe, but only a few units low. So honestly, not going to do him all that much, but when he needs it, it will be there. And Peon, seeing the expansion here, was going to make a tower up here. But that isn't going to happen.
Can't build there.
Gonna burrow at the expansion. A Tauren totem now coming up. And that could be just what Grubby needs. If he can get a few Tauren, just one or two, probably not going to do the trick.
Ready to work.
Now Grubby pounding away in that priest there. And now has soul burn.
Heed my call.
As he is level 8. And takes out that priest pretty quickly. And another lava spawn ready to go here. And I'm going to try and take out the guard tower. Just a few hits and that guard tower will go down. And Demolisher going to try and help out with that.
Our town is under attack.
And Watchtower coming up. Water Elemental doing damage here. Watchtower won't complete. And now Sinfinite going after the expansion of Grubby. And looks like Grubby doing the same. Gonna go after the expansion of Sinfinite.
Work complete. We're under attack.
And Grubby's expansion will definitely not make it too long here. Squirrel Town Portal ready to go. And could recall back, but doesn't look like that's going to happen soon. He's making more peons, though, to try and stay in the game down there. Gonna try and take out all the peasants here and then maybe teleport down. And all the peasants go down.
Ready to work.
Sinfinite leaves all of these summonables at the Great Hall here to take it out. And now Sinfinite on the way to defend his expansion. The town portal comes in, blocks Grubby's path, but his Scroll of Speed will send him flying away. And Dispel takes away some of the speed from some of the units there, slow on the Troll Berserker, but doesn't manage to take it out.
We're under attack.
And Sinfinite reviving the expansion. And these summons not going to take out the Great Hall. Will go down before has that chance.
We're under attack.
And Grubby saves his expansion. And so does Sinfinite. Both sides losing the majority or all of their workers.
We're under attack. May my ancestors watch over me.
And one torn out so far, but definitely not going to be enough to make too much of an impact here. We'll have to go ahead and use it, though, against Spellbreakers. And is a pretty good counter to the Spellbreakers, but just one of them is sort of a target to Sinfinite. We'll be trying to burn that Tauren down.
We're under attack. Our town is
And
under
Shamans
attack.
purge away the slow for now.
We're under attack.
And the summons back at the expansion there are doing damage. Grubby still running from his opponent. And is there another Tauren on the way? No. 2 lava spawns now at the Town Hall of Sinfinite.
Our town
So
is
both
under
sides using their
attack.
summons to attack the expansions. And Grubby does have a town portal, so he will bail out of here. And loses a Berserker, though, in the process. And Pulverize coming now.
Research complete.
And both expansions not doing too well. Grubby's doing much better, however. And
We're
Sinfinite
under
struggling to
attack.
replace his peasants. Purge on the Water Elemental does a little bit of damage, but our Water Elemental will survive for now. And Shaman purges itself, but a little too late. And loses that level almost 9 Fire Lord. That's a real level, almost 9.
Work complete.
Better than being level 8. Not quite as good as level 9, but almost level 9.
Our town is under attack.
And Torrent stuck behind some of the units here, unable to do any damage. Torrent needs to get out of there. All the units in the way. Torrent big enough to shove the Berserker out of the way, but Torrent are known for their politeness. And decides to take the long way around. And Squirrel Speed will send Grubby away, but seemingly unnecessary Squirrel Speed. And Grubby's expansion under siege again. Spellbreaker will go down though, and the mining will begin once again.
Our town is under attack. Ready to work.
Water Elemental sieging the Great Hall again. Grubby's Great Hall under constant attack. And now incinerating a sorceress, but makes it out of the way there. Purge will stop that sorceress in her tracks and finishes one off. Now Fire Lord level 9.
Our town is under attack.
And certainly on the way to level 10. A level 5 and a level 5 for Sinfinite. Fire Lord not really bothering to use Eruption, as it doesn't really do anything to the Spellbreakers at all, so not entirely worth it. Torrent in trouble now. Has a healing salve, but is blocked by the Shaman. Shaman needs to get out of the way of the Torrent, and Torrent falls down. And would have been nice of Grubby to save that, but Sinfinite's army not looking too good either. Both sides thinning out a lot. Just a few Shaman by the looks of it. For Grubby, of course, in the lava spawns. You know, Grubby going after another Spellbreaker will take that one out, and is now nearly halfway to level 10 on his Fire Lord. Incinerated the Water Elemental, which doesn't really make too much sense, but I suppose you could turn it into steam or something, who knows. And Sorceress way out of position here, and we'll pay the price for that. Trying to purge away the Lava Spawn. Lava Spawn will get taken out there, and the Incinerate does damage to the priests. And another Tauren now out on the field for Grubby. And it won't do too much damage. At the very least, we'll take a lot of damage away from the other units and Hero. And Grubby's Fire Lord pretty low, 250 health point potion ready to go. Another Spellbreaker will fall, nearly level 10. Now Grubby playing the keep away game. His Fire Lord starting to get pretty low here. And Fire Lord will teleport out.
We're under attack.
And teleports to the other side. Juke me out a little bit there. And Tauren will go down.
Our town is under attack.
And Grubby's Fire Lord at level 9, almost level 10, healing up. He's salve, but will be a while before he's in fighting strength again.
Storm, earth, and fire. Lead call.
And Shaman purging away the lava spawns. And Sinfinite's army down to not much. Just some heroes remaining. Looks like all of the units are gone. And the Archmage may fall here. Soulburn on it and Incinerate. Archmage goes down to level 10 on the Firelord with the help of the Purge to stop the... slow the movement, rather, of the Archmage. And now the Firelord of Sinfinite in trouble here. And trying to take down the Shaman of Grubby. And Grubby now with a Bloodlust, as there are no Spellbreakers left on the field. And that will help Grubby kill this Firelord. Just a few more hits here. And the Incinerate stack stopped. And he keeps letting it go there as he's a little too far away, a little bit too slow to keep the stack going. And Sinfinite has to GG out, leaving Grubby our winner with a level 10 Firelord. And that is all he had. And towards the end there, both players had absolutely nothing, but the couple Tauren in the end there kept Grubby in the game a little bit. They didn't do too much, but they did soak up a lot of damage. A level 10 compared to a level 5 and a level 5. And vastly more experience gained as well for Grubby overall. But I hope you guys enjoyed this replay, and I will see you guys next time.